What up, everybody? This is Jason Lee, and this is Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored.
What's up, y'all? Torrei Hart in the building today.
And it's your boy Giovanni Watson. Oh, Lord.
And I'm Jeroslyn, the managing editor at Hollywood Unlocked. What's up, y'all?
All right, so Melissa Ford is still not here, still recovering, so we send our well wishes to her.
Yes, love you, miss you, Melissa.
So what's up, Tori? I haven't seen you in a while other than Instagram. I know I've been out of town and you've been working. What have you been up to?
You working too? You know, I got a new talk show out with Georgia Rain on the Zeus Network.
How's that going?
It's going great. It's going great. It's called Talking Shit, which I like to do. So working on that, been touring a lot. I just had a big show with Bill Bellamy in Killeen, Texas.
Nice.
Yeah, so that was dope. And Bald and Bougie Tour is doing great.
Wait,
and
Bald and Bougie?
Bald.
Bald and Bougie. Who, tell me about
And
that.
I am not the bougie one, actually. So
Well, you're not bald either.
I might be.
Well, so wait a minute. So the talk show, Georgia Rain, is that Michael Blackson's ex
Off and on X.
situation?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Because I was at Wild 'N Out and he was on the show and she was there and I was struggling to figure out how I was gonna murder this nigga because he had said some really inappropriate shit to me. And she was like, "Oh, just call me. I'll give you some notes." I was like, "Oh shit!" I never called her.
Oh yeah, Dad, you should have called her. Georgia's funny as I don't know what.
She is hilarious.
Yeah.
So the show? What is the format? So you guys are talking shit about what?
Well, you know, we have different guests on the show. Our first major guest was Brother Polite, and you know, Brother Polite
I actually saw that.
Yeah, okay. So, you know, he's into polygamy. He has 4 wives, and you know, black woman is his god.
We had him in here on the show. Do you think what do you think about that situation? I mean, because it seems like a little over the top.
You know, I think whatever works for you works for you. You know, if that's what he likes to do, and if those women are okay with it, then hey, live your life. Do what works for your life. I think we always put too many, standards on other people or how they should be living their life. I mean, me personally, sometimes I feel like side chicks do help out. And sometimes I don't feel like sleeping with you every goddamn day or look. Go clean up. Have the other chick go clean up the dog shit. I don't know.
So many comments flooding our Instagram.
Yes.
I love it. Damn, I love it.
Torrei Hart says sometimes a side chick is important.
She can help out. Long as she's one that's going to be willing to do some work. You can't just be sitting around reaping benefits and not doing a job.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I saw you recently gallivanting around a pool. Where were you?
Gallivanting?
Yeah.
How do you gallivant?
I don't know if that's the right word, but the girl that was twerking with her booty, whoever that girl was, looked like she was having a good time.
She was gallivanting. I wasn't.
Right.
I was just enjoying the show. I was actually in Corona at one of my friend's house. It was her birthday. And so, she did a weekend little party at her house. And we were just having fun.
You get lit? You drink a lot?
I did have some drinks. I did.
I love
lit.
Torrei when you drink. Drinking Torrei, that's my buddy.
Oh, wait. You don't like sober Torrei?
I do. I prefer lit Torrei.
I'm lit when I'm sober too. I just, you know what I'm saying? Would you want me turned up here at Hollywood Unlocked?
Can't be twerking every day.
I know, I can't be just walking in the door and start twerking like, hey y'all, I'm here.
No, I just like you. I love you all the way.
Yeah, I do have 2 kids.
That's true.
Gio.
That's true.
Well, listen. So, do you think you're gonna have any more kids? Do you want more kids?
Yep.
I go back and forth with that all the time. Some days I do, but right now I'm enjoying my life because they're 10 and 13, and my son actually knows how to cook. So I don't have to wait around and cooking on them anymore.
Okay, but if you did have another kid, would you do the surrogate thing or would you push it out?
I'm not doing no surrogate.
No?
No.
Wait, so you would do the natural birth, the natural situation?
Yeah, I would get knocked up and I would have the baby.
Somebody shoot that club up.
Stop talking inappropriately about Torrei like that. Ain't nobody shooting her club up.
Well,
Jesus.
That's how you have a baby.
Anyway, Giovanni, what have you been up to?
Man, stress.
Okay.
Stress like a motherfucker. My daughter is coming back out here, man, and when I look at that damn balance on what I spent on her ass when she was here last week, I can only imagine that she's going to be here for like 2 days. She's coming here for an audition.
But she don't control what you spend.
I know, but...
So stop trying to show your affection through your bank account.
No.
And when was $20 a lot of money?
No. Oh, $3,800 you mean? Shit.
Okay, wait. You spent $3,800 on what?
First off, plane tickets.
Okay.
I'm still looking for apartments.
Rosalind does have the hookup on a plane
Actually,
ticket.
she doesn't.
I got a plug.
Oh, you got a new plug?
I mean, no, not right now.
I got one. So anyway,
All right.
continue.
Airbnb for 3 weeks. That was $1,800.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Clothes, food, the Ubers. Her dad's convention was $850.
I have a person that'll do the food 3 meals a day for $180 a week.
Okay,
need
well,
this plug.
she'll be here for 3
and
days,
it's
man,
amazing.
so it's not in the
That's
worry
why I
anymore.
don't have no kids yet. I can't. I'm not ready.
Well, let me be your birth control, all right? But other than that, I'm just looking for apartment still, man. Shit. Shit.
Okay, just find a roommate.
Fuck no. I'm a grown-ass man, dog.
Listen, grown-ass men have roommates until
That's
they
true.
get on their feet.
Well, it's not about that. It's about
Okay.
me just finding a place that I like.
Would you date a man with a roommate?
I have actually dated a man with a roommate, but I made him get his own place. I was like, I am not doing this.
You want to walk around butt naked on your little booty
And I want to
shorts?
cook. I like to cook in the nude, so I want to do all of that. And, unfortunately, my kids do live at my house and my nephew. So, I would have to wait till the kids go to their dad's house to do that. And my nephew, he's there. He's 20. I don't need to have any accidents that he walking in and seeing auntie cooking in the nude, twerking. So, no, I need you to not have a roommate. And I understand we in LA, we chasing our dreams. So I did give him like a pass for a little while. But then I was like, okay, nah, bro. If we taking this to the next level, you're going to have to.
So where y'all at now with it?
He got his own place.
Oh, okay.
And it's not like he couldn't afford it. It was just,
More convenient.
Convenience.
yeah, but it's like, no, I don't want that.
What I can't handle is people in LA with roommates and Maseratis.
Priorities.
Like, why do you have a Lambo and 2 roommates?
Yo, that's true.
That's why
real
he has
talk.
the Lambo.
That's real
He can't
talk.
have a Lambo in his own spot.
Okay, so you just been stressing.
Yeah. But it's good stress.
The other night I saw you out extremely drunk at karaoke.
Get the fuck out of here, Jason. You were extremely drunk.
And let me tell on myself before you even get a chance to. I wore this shirt the other night.
I wasn't even about to bring that
I
up.
don't give a fuck because we do this show for regular people and regular people
true.
recycle. We have wash machines, and even though I didn't wash it, it's still clean and still smells really good. But I wore this shirt to karaoke and there was nobody there, so I said, I'm gonna wear it again.
You know when I know you're really drunk, Jason?
I wasn't drunk.
Well, you know when I know you're in
I
a
didn't
good
have I had one drink. Listen, I'm the last person to lie about anything. I had one drink that night.
Well, it was a good, fun night.
I've only been around Jason when he was really drunk once.
Shit.
And it was so much fun.
You're my employee. You're not allowed to tell the story. No, what happened? Where?
In New York, at the party, the rooftop party in Harlem.
Oh, yeah. I did this partnership with the Apollo, and I had this party on the rooftop, and then I literally was supposed to host. I ended up taking the mic and singing Forever My Lady and created my own
He
performance.
sang a number of songs. But no, you made it through the party. You
Had a
was
good
fine.
time. I made it to the very end.
The very, very last. And then that's when he was like saying something to me. And I was like, what did you just say? He's like, go. I was like, what? He's like, go. We
Yeah.
just had to put him in an Uber. And
Yeah, then I got up out of there.
Hey, man, I like drunk Jason too.
But karaoke was fun the other night, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I must have missed that invite.
Yeah, well, I miss a lot of invites.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, Jeroslyn, what have you been doing?
well,
For those listening, Jeroslyn is the managing editor. She's making her Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored debut.
Hey, Jeroslyn.
hey, y'all. Hey, socialites.
So for those people that don't know Jeroslyn is the one that manages all the content that goes on Hollywood Unlocked and our social media. So all the people that keep attacking me,
It's her.
it's her.
Don't attack me. I literally follow direction. And, we're the pulse of pop culture. So I got to keep up with that pulse.
But Jeroslyn is a pro-black female from New York that dates a white man.
He's white and Puerto Rican, first
He's
off.
My guy.
And let me
cool.
tell you something. The way my God works and my love for my blackness, it does not matter who I'm sleeping with. I'm still so pro-black. It doesn't matter. And that goes for anybody. Stop bashing me. Stop bashing Donald Glover. Stop bashing Michael B. Jordan.
JC. Michael B. Jordan got a white woman?
No, he was with the lady in France, and she was
He
French.
do got a white girlfriend. I've seen him around
Y'all-
here, and he's never with a black girl.
But we don't know that that's his girlfriend. You're the girlfriend in Hollywood when you're on the red carpet.
Right?
was
He
deep.
hasn't. Yeah.
All right? I ain't seen her on the
I
red
mean, he
carpet.
hasn't taken anybody public.
Yeah, he
No.
didn't take nobody public.
And if a man ain't taking you public, he is not your man.
Yeah, I could never come home with a white woman. My grandma killed me.
But what does that mean though when we keep seeing him with exotic girls?
I think he's a nigga with a dick and he's a popping. Shit, he's a nigga. Niggas with dicks fuck whatever they can fuck.
That's damn right.
And regardless, it don't have nothing to do with how much he loves his blackness. So people.
First of all, he was a Black Panther. He was not walking around saying I'm pro-black and all of this and that.
He wasn't a Black
Your ass is
Panther.
one Instagram post away from a dashiki and afro
With incense with coconut.
I got an afro under this.
with the mass of running your bath
Wait,
water.
you got an afro under that?
Yeah, I wear my afro on the weekends.
Y'all are damn magicians.
And my white man puts his fingers all through my natural curls.
So let me tell you what I love about my staff.
Because I have one under here too. So I mean, listen, do you? I cut my locks off, and I got some backlash. Like, you cut your locks off so you can wear wigs. Yeah, it's just hair. I got tired of them.
I thought your shit was on the
Remember, she was, because she had the locks.
Okay, so let me tell you what I love about my staff. I had to condition my employees to say, look, I could FaceTime you at any moment. Tell her what I said to you the day I FaceTimed you and you was looking crazy with the curlers.
Wait, what did you say? I can't remember.
You were sick and you had rollers in your hair.
Not only did I have rollers in my head, I had tissue stuffed up my nose.
And so I FaceTimed
It was the
her.
day after the Khalees interview. I was already, the Khalees interview was so amazing, but people don't know all the work that went in behind the scenes. So the next day, I'm sick like a dog. I'm pissed off. I'm just over it. And he's calling me, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna let him see what the hell I'm doing right now.
And I told her,
And I picked up just like that.
And I told her, y'all need to be camera ready at all times. You may have to run out and meet with somebody at Warner Brothers. Not looking like that. Call me, get it together, and call me back.
What was your boyfriend at when you was looking like that? Oh, he was in New York still. Huh?
He was still in New York,
Okay.
but he
loves you at your
yeah.
lowest.
At this point, we've been together a very, very long time, so he's a rider. He
How long?
almost 11 years.
Shit, that's y'all married.
Why is
Right.
he still a boyfriend?
You can ask him that, and I'm glad you asked him on air. Let's have
Yeah.
this debate.
Hold on, but why is it his decision?
Come on.
It's her. That's
I-
the question's for her, not for him.
I proposed to him.
You proposed to him?
Yeah, we did like this little reality show, and it was like you had to propose to the boyfriend. Never got picked up, but I did. But it was still like under the condition, like you need to like give me a real proposal, and that still hasn't happened yet.
And this is the white and Puerto Rican guy.
Right.
I don't like that. See,
Lady.
he doing some nigga
He's
shit.
a good man. It's just
Good
he's,
dude. That's my
he's
guy.
focused on financials, and it's like he has this desire of the kind of ring he wants to get me and the kind of proposal he wants
Can't
to
be mad
do.
at that.
And I think now that he keeps pushing it back, now it's like he's really setting himself up where you
Can I
got
tell
to
you- can I
He
tell you
can
something?
upgrade.
Let me tell you something. I flew to New York and sat down with my ex who just got out of jail, and I've grown a lot emotionally, spiritually, and all of that as well. Like the old Jason would have been like, "Nigga, I'm popping right now. You're not." But what I said to him was, stop focusing on all these people that want to be with you right now because they just trying to get you and take you away from your blessings. Stay focused on building you up to the best you could be, and then when you get where you want to be, everybody will be there waiting for you.
It's true.
He went and wasted his time with some chick, called me the next day, was like, "Man, you right." But the point is that
With a chick.
yeah, he's back with girls. My ex was with girls before me.
What kind of
Oh, you do
Twilight
those.
Zone shit is going on over here?
Listen, I love love. Love don't see boundaries. Love sees love.
I
disagree.
I disagree to a certain extent.
well, talk about it.
I am not going to date a guy who is switch hitting from side to side because I'm already out here dealing with other women, and now I got to deal with another man
this is
on
the
top
thing.
of this. If
But
you
this
in
is
the
the
mood for
thing.
dick,
Being
no.
being a guy who messes around with women and men doesn't necessarily mean you have to be a cheater. People who cheat straight or gay. So just because a man likes a man or a woman or both doesn't mean he's going to cheat, doesn't mean he's going to be a pedophile. Being gay doesn't mean you're a pedophile. People have to understand, like, here's the deal. You could be the straightest man in the world and cheat.
That is very true. But what I'm
And you
saying
can
is,
and you could be a gay man and cheat, or you could be a man who likes a woman and then because see, we gonna get into a whole other subject. y'all are driving men to us.
oh,
Damn.
no, I don't receive that at all.
Shit.
I'm sorry. If that
I don't
man
care
is
how
on
much-
his way to you, he been on his
Yeah,
way
he
to you.
I don't care how
Damn
much
it,
my
and
girl
you
fuck
took
with me.
some- Try to
we
put
all
that
can't-
on
wait,
me, Jason.
Wait, we all can't talk.
I don't care how much it want to
let
piss me off. I ain't gonna
let
never drive to no
Let
dick.
Torrei finish her point and then you go. You can get up on some dick. You just don't know.
What?
And it ain't even trying to make you gay. Listen, all the niggas I
That's
get,
gay.
I don't want them to be gay. I want them to be with me. Because to be gay means you could be for everybody. I don't want you. I want you to be mine. So if I want you to be mine, I used to fuck with girls. Then I decided to fuck with boys, and I stayed where I was comfortable.
Which
makes sense.
which actually helps my point. Which is saying you've always been gay the whole time. So you can't drive man
No, to be
Hold on.
be gay.
Hold on.
It's already in you. You feel that tingle.
Hold on.
It's
When I was fucking
STD.
fucking women, I didn't feel a tingle.
because you was gay.
No, I was dating a girl named Nikki Hunt, who was the worst bitch in the world. That bitch is somewhere right now, fat, broke, and I'm sure she's on AFDC. But here's the bottom line.
Damn, Nikki.
What's AFCD?
I don't know, but it
Public
sounds broke.
assistance.
That's like California EBT.
Welfare. Okay, but
Oh,
no, but
okay.
here's I had ran into her at Chili's with her mom, and I walked up to her. And
Chili's.
she's like, "I'm so proud of everything you do." I was like, "Yeah, and I'm gay now. It was good to see you." And I hate her mom. I hate her dad. I hate all her family. But okay, I liked her dog. So here's the deal.
Damn.
Men who like men don't necessarily come from a place of always liking a man. When I met the guy that I fell in love with him because I was getting from him what I wasn't getting from her. Emotional support. It just evolved into sexual and then everything.
I
He
don't know,
never
Jason.
said he had little fantasies as a child or just little.
I don't care, man. I don't care what me and my girl through. And can't none of the men tell me to make me emotionally be invested in him at all.
You can look over your life personally since you brought you up and you've had a lot of issues with women.
Yeah.
You may get with a guy that you have a camaraderie with, like say, what's the guy that do all the massages? What's his name?
Seth, Hands of Fury.
Y'all have a great bromance or John.
With my best, yeah,
You guys have a great bromance going on. John may get a divorce from Ashley or may not get married. He may be in his feelings one day. You may be getting off probation, recovering from what you went through. Y'all may be in the room just, playing Fortnite. Then all of a sudden, bam, his face is in your lap. But the bottom line
Oh.
is you don't know the trajectory of where your life is going to go.
Hell,
You just don't know.
You crazy.
No, you just gotta pay attention to the red flags.
Do you like women?
I mean, yeah.
Okay, so let's go there. What's the
But
difference
I-
between
but-
wait.
Okay.
What's the difference between you liking women and loving men and a man liking women and fucking around with a man? What's the difference?
I'm appalled.
Well, because
Think
it's
about the
different.
answer.
Because it's different.
How?
Because you're not penetrating.
Right.
You're taking your dick and inserting it into something else. Like,
Okay.
if I walked in on my man getting fucked,
Mm-hmm.
then it's free. I'm already gonna be like, nigga, you. Oh,
Okay.
I can.
Well, let me
fuck
ask you.
you.
Let me ask you this
So-
with no other people commenting at the table.
Yeah.
Niggas getting their ass eaten, is that gay?
No, that's not gay.
Okay,
Well,
so-
if another man is doing it, that's gay.
Okay.
But if it's a woman doing it, no, that's not
But
gay.
if a man likes his ass played with and to play with a tongue, play with a finger, play with a pole,
That's the
what's
trigger.
the difference?
I don't know.
Would your man, if you walked in and your man said baby and he had his ass spread open and said lick my ass,
No, I can't. That's a red flag for me.
No,
a
it's
red
not.
flag for what?
That you like
Because
your booty hole
that's the
played with.
405 to a nigga putting his dick
No, it's
in him.
not.
Yes.
Because
I disagree.
every girl that's eating my ass and lick my ass. Let me not say that. Lick my ass. I've had one try to put a finger in and I slapped the shit out that
Okay,
forehead.
we're gonna elevate this conversation. The bottom line is if a woman can do it, a man can do it. Our community has way too many stigmas of what is acceptable with a man and a woman and a woman. At the end of the day, love is love. If a woman want a woman to eat her out and a nigga want a nigga to suck his dick, what's the difference? What's the difference?
Well, I'm not against a woman who's
my nigga
okay
can go.
with,
My nigga can go out and get pussy all day. This is what I told him when we first got together. You can go out and fuck whoever you want, girls. You can't fuck with no other guys. When you come home, and you better find your ass the way home. Just make sure you hear and you don't throw our shit off. It was cool till he spent the night out one night. Then we had to shut all that shit down.
with a woman, he spent the night out with a woman.
Yeah, but even if he would have spent the night out with a man, I would have ended it. It was the fact that like I've upgraded you, so I'm not gonna upgrade you for no bitch. That's not gonna happen. Never. You want to go with a bitch? Get out.
Yeah, take care of the bitch. But see, I mean, but
Exactly.
But he's with you because he's now the bitch in the relationship.
yeah.
And
See, but
you,
that's another stereotype. There's no bitch in a male relationship.
the breadwinner is the man.
There is a bitch in gay relationships.
Absolutely. It depends on what type of relationship.
Explain
you
it,
know.
because if I remember, the only gay person at this table is me. So you're not about to educate me on shit.
But I have a lot of gay friends.
Isn't there
Honey.
one that's a top and a bottom? Doesn't that define the role
Being a
of...
bottom and a top don't define a man or a woman, because first of all, there's versatile relationships, there's verse tops, verse bottoms, there's a whole plethora of gay out here. So it ain't just
Yeah.
traditional, he's the man and he's the woman. You know, it's funny, one day I said to Floyd, you gonna come to my wedding? He said, well, what y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna go like this when they ask you to say I do? No, nigga, we're gonna kiss. All right,
That's
moving right along.
hilarious. That's fine.
All right, so you're gonna go back to your man and say, Torrei Hart said you should have been married me.
Everybody says it. You trust me. And he's getting this lesson on the air.
No, but in defense for him,
Oh, for those of you listening, his Instagram is Marco De Niro. Just go and tell him that he needs to marry her.
I've been in-
Please,
D-I-N-E-R-O?
Yes.
please,
Okay.
Marco, yes.
I've been in his
Actually, let's do this. Look, Adam, here's his Instagram right here. Go to his Instagram.
in defense for him, since he's not here, I've been in his shoes before. I've been engaged, and I didn't want to really. I proposed, but I didn't want to even go to the altar until I felt like I can provide for just not myself, but for her. And he has some things that he has to feel fulfilled in himself first.
Yes.
They live together.
Well, yeah,
We
but
do live together. And
they're
then
comfortable.
I just wrote about Miley Cyrus and her man because they're engaged, but they don't want to get married. Like they already feel married. They feel like they're in love. And I understand that feeling. That's literally how I feel. Like I feel like he's my husband, but I still would like a ring. And
See, that's what I'm saying. She
Right.
wants a ring, so that's a problem.
Right.
You're wanting something from him and he's not giving it to you.
Right.
It don't have to be the big rock that
Yes.
he keeps saying he wants to give you, because guess what? When I first got married, I didn't have a huge rock, but it got upgraded. The more money he started making, he made upgrades.
Okay.
And at the end of the day, honey, you should always want to be married, because what happens if, say, he passes away today or tomorrow?
Right.
Do you guys have, life insurance on one another? What are the
Or
benefits?
either one of you get sick, you're in the hospital, you don't have no rights, you have no rights.
So things like that is conversations that you have to have too. And I'm sorry, if you want a ring,
I do.
And he been around for 11
He's
years,
listening,
honey.
trust.
You got to look at your time.
It's on his
I know.
mind.
I mean, he moved across the country for me.
That's an act of love.
So, and I already told
That
him
is.
too. My birthday's coming up. I was like, the only thing I want for my birthday, you already know what I want. So,
Well, trust me, he's a smart guy. He's been paying attention.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're
better.
listening to the sound of Torrei and my voice, because Gio at this point just being, he trying to stick up for a nigga he
I
barely
got it.
knows.
He's not here.
Okay, if you're listening to the sound of my voice, you have one life to live. Be happy, find love, and if you find it, don't put a ring on it. When you want that ring, the other ring is waiting out there for you anyway. So I'll move on. So as you know, as we continue on this fitness journey, I'm going to tell everybody again about Beachbody On Demand. And ironically, Sean T was on Wildin' Out this season.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah, I've known that guy for a long time. But, I love his program, the T25 program. That's my favorite. And I love Sean T. It doesn't require any extra equipment, and it's only 25 minutes a day.
Oh, that's beautiful. And the best thing about it, you can view it on your computer, web-enabled TV, tablet, smartphone, Roku, Apple TV, Chromecast, and more. So you have no excuses, people.
Well, I really, really want to try the service because I'm going to have Sean T here on the show, and it would make sense that I have tried his program.
It's beautiful.
So yeah, I'm going to get that. So listen, for everybody out there that's listening to the sound of our voices, you too can get Beachbody ready with Beachbody On Demand. All you have to do is, in order for our listeners to get a special free trial membership, is you text the word unlocked to 303030. That is texting the word unlocked to 303030. And you'll get full access to the entire platform for free, all the workouts and nutrition information and support totally free. Again, just text unlocked to 303030.
Get in shape.
This week, I had a very interesting week. Cardi B was in town, and we ended up hanging out. And Cardi B's publicist, who's a good friend of mine, I talked about her on the last show. She had the event Trap Stock in Delaware that I went to. She was like, yeah, Kris Jenner is we had a big meeting. And when we were in the meeting, after the meeting, she was like, Kris Jenner, she's a boss. She's out here getting these bags. We would start joking about being bag collectors because she and I, we make money on the side too. Mm-hmm. And so I said, you want to hang out with Kris? And she was like, I would die to hang out with Kris. So I text Kris and I said, hey, I got Cardi and Patience in the town, would love to come by. So she was like, come by the house, whatever. So we pick up Cardi, we go. And I can't get into all the details because I did promise, if you have people like me in your house, there's an understanding like what's going on ain't going on out there. So this is here. But we were sitting there, me, Kris, Corey Gamble, and Cardi and Patience, and we're talking. And Kris, she has Babyface playing in the background and guacamole chips, whatever. And she's like, oh, my son's at the door. So Kanye West pops up. So I'm like, oh, shit. So I'm drinking this martini. I'm trying to get cocktail. And then Kim Kardashian comes over. But we had about a 5-hour conversation about everything. And I wish cameras were there, but they weren't. So we're not going to talk about what we talked about. But I would say, Cardi's just adjusting to this whole celebrity thing. Mm-hmm. And, coming from like the grind and hustle to thrust it in the spotlight and then social media, everybody has an opinion. Then when you have kids involved. So she's struggling with that. So she got a lot of really good advice for just shutting out the haters, not really giving a fuck about that, staying focused on the bag.
Yeah.
And but one thing I will say about Kris Jenner, and I've said this on the show, and I told Kim, I said, I get a lot of heat because I support you. And I said, the one thing I will say about Kris is when we went to Kanye's house, Kris already had a gift from Gucci wrapped and sitting on the counter for Cardi's baby with a card handwritten from her.
Kris Jenner is the shit. Let me just say,
love her,
I
man.
mean, when I've learned so much from her. People may give her slack or whatever, but like you're saying, most people don't think to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Even the parties. I mean, they will elevate your lifestyle and help you, do things that you normally would not do. Like, I mean, come on. They're living life to the fullest. You're supposed to live abundantly.
I want Chris to manage me.
So, yeah, Chris, manage me too.
Listen, so Chris moves to the kitchen. She's like, tacos, anyone? She has tacos. Now, I don't know where she
How did
found
she
the
say it?
time.
Like, where the tacos come from?
Where did the tacos come from? She didn't make the meat. It was laid
They
out.
disappeared.
The lettuce was diced up. The
Wait,
tomatoes.
how long was the gap between you calling her and she saying, come over, did she have? How long was it? Like an hour or
I
two?
mean, there were a few hours, but like
She didn't call somebody to
when
make
we
some
got there,
tacos.
the homemade guacamole was sitting there in a nice bowl with the chips, and so we're eating, and then Corey goes and gets his martinis, and we're sitting there talking and just chilling, and then all of a sudden there's tacos. So like we're eating tacos in the kitchen, and they'll bring this up because I said to Chris, in my mind I'm thinking, how can I slide in manage me? Because I had asked her before. And she had sent me a nice email and said, I'm busy with my family, but thanks for thinking of it.
Yeah.
So I go, I was thinking again, you should manage me. And I said, but the last time I emailed you, she said, I told you to fuck off. I go, well, not like that, but basically that's what you said. Start off. I love them. So Kim says, do you want to come to my house and have yogurt? She got a yogurt machine in the house.
Yeah, it's funny.
With toppings and
Heavy
everything.
yogurt.
But this is where I knew Kim.
This just sounds like some rich shit.
But this is where I knew Kim Kardashian and I could be best friends. In her pantry, next to all the toppings for the yogurt, she had Starburst, but only the pink Starburst.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I've never seen
And
Kim
she
Kardashian
deliberately
person.
had someone go through each Starburst.
And I'm only
pick out
talking
all
about the things that people have seen of someone. So we ended up in the closet playing with these masks. They had
I
masks.
saw that, yeah.
So what y'all didn't see, what I'm not going to get too much into, is Kim Kardashian's closet is out fucking outrageous. It's outrageous. But she had so much shit in there. And then Kanye's Yeezy closet had all the Yeezys. And Kanye just, it's so interesting talking to him for the whole day. He's smart as hell. And he's not crazy how people think, but I think he has so much creativity in him that it just all comes out however it comes out. But we had a great time.
I never seen Kim K in person.
She looked beautiful without makeup. You've met Kim Kardashian. Yeah. She's cool.
Our kids go to the same school.
Oh,
It's just, they're just in a lower grade than, of course, Heaven and Hendrix. But so the kids, So I see them quite often, actually, because Courtney's, kids there too.
Yeah, I mean, she was cool. And but let me see what else I can share. Cardi left really like, I got to get the bag.
Inspired.
They get in the bag. I mean, you leave, and even Cardi texted me the next day, and she was like, child, I still can't stop thinking. Oh, I will say, we went back to Chris's house. Chris is a savage. Chris, on the way back to Chris's house, they live across the street from each other. She says, you guys want to see my closet? Yeah.
Let me show you the boss lady.
Right, the real closet.
She opened that door. I swear when she opened it, all you heard was, it was insane.
Did you see what the baby looks like?
Whose baby?
Cardi's baby.
I did see what Cardi's baby looked. Very cute. The baby looks like Hennessy.
Oh, her sister?
Hennessy's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah, the baby's very, very pretty. Yeah, she was on FaceTime with her mom, and the baby was on FaCetime, and I wasn't looking because I like people to know, like, I really am going to respect your privacy.
Yeah.
And then she was like, you want to see the baby? I was like, yes.
Right, yes.
You want to give me a picture too, but she didn't give me a picture.
Did she talk about that? Like when she's going to share? No.
We just, Cardi looked at me and she said, Dan, you so quiet today. And I said, this meeting was about you because you need to have this connection, And I made sure her and Kim exchanged numbers, and I made sure Patience and Chris exchanged numbers. The thing that for me, when all that was happening, I had to say to everybody, I'm not threatened by y'all all being friends. I ain't threatening y'all leaving me out. I ain't threatened by it because you know what? I know you. Kanye, I want to interview you. Take my number. I mean, it was one of those situations where I took advantage of the opportunity.
Yeah.
And I told him, I said, I was really upset that you gave that interview to Charlamagne. You should have gave that to me. He was like, well, I didn't know, but I'll give you one. I said, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Poopity scoop.
Yeah, let's get that.
Poopity scoop. Okay, well, anyway, Rosalind is going to run down the hot topics. So what's going on?
Y'all, so Nicki Minaj's mom is ready to do a tell-all interview on the son, Jelani Mirage's sexual assault trial where he was found guilty of raping a child.
Jesus.
And she released a tweet saying that there's pretty much shocking news the court didn't want you all to know. And she's going to talk about it.
Well, the timing couldn't be worse because Nicki Minaj's album that's been pushed back 2 or 3 times is scheduled to come out around the same time. So what do you think about that? Do you think the mother should be Do you think the mother has to talk about what her son did? I mean, the nigga was found guilty of playing with little kids, and what else? What's there to talk about?
I mean, what else? Yeah, because it's like, what shocking secret else do you not
that's
know?
already
I mean,
shocking.
you know what I mean? I think she should leave that alone. Sounds like she's broke to me, or Tonio. Sounds like a Tonio Toki move. It just don't feel right.
Oh, not a Tokyo Tony. I don't know. People, the socialites are saying if she's trying to defend him, they don't even want to hear it.
Yeah.
But what I think it could have some link to do with Nicki Minaj's album, because that is like the one big controversy that's like weighing over her, and she, of course, can't really talk about it. So why not have the mother?
Why she can't talk about it? Let me tell you something. If one of my brothers or sisters is fucking on a little kid, I'm going to come out and say, you know what? He or she was fucking on the little kid and that was inappropriate and I ain't fucking with him. Or I'm not supporting him. You can love your family and people can be in your heart, not in your life, or in your life and not in your, I don't know. But I just feel like if Nicki Minaj wants it talked about, Nicki Minaj should be the one talking about it. Or they should just shut the fuck up.
Right.
Because I keep getting tagged by all the Nicki Minaj haters. They really feel like I'm up Cardi's pussy. I don't give a fuck about Cardi and Nicki's beef. All I care about is what is happening online. They clearly have a lot going on. And, you know, I keep getting tagged in all the Nicki stuff. I got tagged in a video where Nicki was rapping and she started talking about faggots. So, you know, like I didn't put it out, but I'm just saying, you know, this molest thing has nothing to do with me. So I personally am not invested, but it's news and that's why we've talked about it. But I don't know. Do you think the mom should be talking about it?
No, absolutely not. I mean, like she said, what more shocking news is there? And like I said, I got a daughter, and I don't know how old was this kid. Was it a girl?
She was 12 allegedly at the time. She was like 12, and he was allegedly forcing himself into her anally.
Oh my
Man,
God.
that just hurt.
And at one point, the younger brother walked in and saw. And this is the accounts she gave on
This
in
is the mom?
testimony.
The mom?
The child.
Oh,
but what
okay.
their defense is that the mom forced her to say it because they are trying to get They wanted to get $25 million out of Jelani.
So the bottom line is I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to see it on TV. But unfortunately, the business I'm in, once it airs, we got to talk about it.
Yeah.
So it's just, I don't know. What I will say is to Nicki Minaj again, because I know she's watching, because I keep getting all these text messages, phone calls. Nicki, that album better be hot. That album better be hot. Then you better be denouncing Jelani, or don't even talk about Jelani, but that album better be hot, because now it's been pushed back, I think, a second or third time. And I mean, we live in a Cardi B world, unfortunately, right now when it comes to music. And Cardi's in the studio.
It needs to just be a good album, because as I've been rocking with Nicki since 2008, she has yet to release a good album. And I know the Barbies is gonna come for me, but you're talking to one. Like she makes good singles, but not a good album. And Invasion of Privacy was a good album.
The Pink Print was good?
That was not a good album. She had good singles. You listened to it straight through, like flow?
No, I didn't.
Exactly. That's a difference.
The reason why we were having this whole conversation about Cardi, not with Cardi, because believe it or not, when I'm with Cardi, we never talk about her music. We never talk about her career. We don't talk. We talk about
Real
baby,
life stuff.
real life,
Yeah,
like
because-
how's Hollywood Unlocked doing? It's cool, you know, what you've been doing, you know, but it's not like we're not digging into her business like that.
Yeah.
What I will say though is her album and her personality are very relatable. Kim Kardashian came over to sit next to her. And, you know, it was like all these different, so Patience and Chris were talking, me and Kanye were talking, and then Chris and Cardi were talking. But Kim said, Courtney used to send me your videos, and I used to, before you did Love and Hip Hop, before you did any of that shit, and I used to brighten up my day. You were so fucking funny. She was just like, your Instagram is so hilarious. She said, I've been following you for a long time. And it was more about, you know, Cardi's personality. But I say all that to say, when Nicki came out with Roman, everybody loved Nicki because she was like this gritty New York chick. And the last time we had something like that was Lil' Kim.
Right.
But then she turned into that Barbie thing. And, you know, the labels and people in the industry, they want you to conform to more commercialism or appeal to the mainstream or whatever. And that whole Barbie thing, I remember going to her show in Oakland and I was really bored. I don't want to see a bunch of gay dancers moving around in pink shit with unicorns and Candyland and all. Like, I get it.
And
but
she just stands there. She's like,
it just wasn't. I mean, I've seen Lil' Kim, Biggie. I've seen
right.
Queen Latifah, MC Lyte, Moni Love. I've seen Yo-Yo. I've seen Missy Misdemeanor, Elliott. Like, I've seen rapper females in person really kill shit. And Nicki, to me, didn't give me that. So when Cardi came out, I felt like Invasion of Privacy was like, that shit women could relate to, you know? And she gave us strip club music. She gave us the Latin swag. She gave us enough shit to go, okay, we could fuck with this. And then Nicki, where you at?
Then she went to Coachella twerking all pregnant and everything.
Yeah.
It was like she put on a show.
It's not even,
But in Nicki's defense, y'all, because Nicki's been around a long time. So when you have that first album come out, you coming out super, super hard, which Cardi did, and I have the album, and Cardi, I love it. So that's the first time out. So now we got to, you have to follow that up. Now, what I will say, Nicki has longevity in this business. She has proven longevity. She has crossed over. She's, and she's black. She's not Latina. She's not Dominican. Yeah. She's a straight black woman who has crossed over and has all of these people, her barbs, who did follow her. So I do have to say this, she might be going through some stuff right now, but she has proven that she has longevity and star power.
Yeah, she's a superstar.
But she's also proven that she's a hater too. I mean, she hasn't done a really good job of including other women. The one thing I hate, and it typically comes to black women or women of color, there's enough room for us all to come together and really figure this out. I think Gabrielle Union was one of the first people that literally came out and admitted that she was a hater. She used to hate on Jada Pinkett. She used to hate on anything black that looked like her that can get her spot. She used to hate on it.
Yeah.
And when she spoke out about that, it was so powerful because that revelation was able to create a conversation of like, how can we all support each other? There was this sit down with her and Alfred Woodard and Viola Davis and Felicia Rashad and Oprah that was really powerful. But I mean, with Nicki, I just feel like the thing that Cardi's doing is that all the women that came before her, she's celebrating them, they're celebrating her. And I think that because of that, people can say, okay, I can get behind that girl power.
Right.
Barbies, if you remember, there weren't black Barbies growing up. I mean, when did Barbies become something that we could relate to? I don't know. My sisters, 5 sisters, none of them had Barbies. All their Barbies were white girls.
My sister had.
Yeah.
Did she have black Barbies?
I had Tonka trucks though, so I was a whole different type of woman anyway and kid. But yeah, my sister, no, they were white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I hope all the Barbies, I hope all the Barbies, I hope Nicki Minaj has a hit. I love Nicki. I want Nicki to win, but I also want Nicki to stop fucking hating, pick up the phone, call Cardi again, and just say, "Look, girl, let's do a record."
That record would be massive,
right? Because no shade, but shade. When the whole thing happened, it was out that she allegedly bought Cardi a gift, but it turned out that I don't know whose team lied or if it was the store.
Well, you saw Cardi responded to me
she
directly.
Said, right, but I still felt like once that came out, it would have been nice if she would have just sent her a gift. Though.
But is she obligated to send her a gift?
I just felt like it would have been a nice thing to do.
No, but I mean, Kris Jenner did. I mean,
you know like
Kris Jenner didn't. Nobody's obligated to buy anybody anything. But let's go back a little bit. Anytime Cardi's in the limelight, something comes out about Nicki that tries to take that, right? So Cardi had just given birth. Everybody was talking about the baby. And then all of a sudden, the story became Nicki Minaj gives her a $5,000 gift. We called the store. They don't know what we're talking about. I DM'd Cardi. She DM'd me back. She didn't know what I was talking about.
Yeah.
So we put it out that it wasn't real. But the bottom line is, it would have been great for Nicki to have said, I didn't send you anything, but I do have something coming.
Yes.
Just get in front of it to where it doesn't look like your team is manifesting.
See, I just disagree too, because then it's like, if she does it, then everybody like, oh, she only doing that to get back on the good side or to show that she's not a hater. So it's kind of like you win.
Yeah, damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Damned if, so
okay, well, fuck all of it. Just get a good album. All right.
Exactly.
Move on. Next story.
Well, now everybody's talking about Courtney versus Kim. That was lit. I was into it. So on the latest episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, they're planning a photo shoot with the kids, and Courtney is saying her schedule's too booked and she's just too busy. And so they're trying to accommodate this photo shoot around Courtney's schedule. And Kim just kind of went off and let her have it and said, you're so entitled. For the person who does the least, you make the most demands, and you're the most least interesting to look at.
Oh,
now I won't say the most least interesting to look at.
That's a goddamn lie.
But her personality on camera is the most, it's the least.
It's dry.
Yes, it's dry. But she's a beautiful girl.
She said she wants to focus on being a mother, and then Kim said, "I'm a mother too of 3, but I still have a job." So.
Well, listen, I've met Courtney too, and Courtney's actually probably my favorite because off camera she really is like the coolest.
And she jokes a lot.
She's funny, she's cool, she's just, she's not a major production. She doesn't her image doesn't get in the way of just trying to get to know her. It's not a lot. When you're talking to Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. Because as even standing in their bathrooms looking at the Yeezy closet here and her closet, you're like, these really are like trendsetters for fashion and for they're bigger than just talking to them. So I don't know. I felt it was kind of savage. I did ask Kim. I did tell Kim. I said, you being a savage this season. She was like, I'm just being me. I said, okay.
Wow.
She's a savage.
She's a savage. But apparently her and her boyfriend broke up. Eunice went to Mexico this weekend with Starino for his birthday, and pictures are surfacing of him with some other girl. And so the reports today are that she's now single. So
who is that dude?
He's a young model.
Yeah, from Paris.
How old is he?
Like 24.
Come on, Courtney, just fuck with me, man.
He fine as hell.
Yes, he's. Wait, did you just tell you shoot the shot?
Listen, I think she needs a normal guy. She needs a normal guy that she ain't got to worry about none of that shit.
But why does she need you?
Why wouldn't she need me?
Because she's had enough guys that have had issues with,
Yeah, they all probably rich and shit. She need a normal nigga.
Eunice isn't rich. Eunice is a regular guy.
Yeah, he was.
He's just a.
He wasn't
just
on her
a
level.
fine-ass
He just fine, sexy.
regular guy. So
I'm a
he ain't
bagger.
no regular guy.
I'm a bagger.
You sound determined.
I know. I feel like I can bag Courtney Kardashian.
Listen, if I ever see you in the vicinity, I'm texting Chris and shutting that down.
No shade, but Courtney is
so you can't hate.
She hasn't really gone, on the black side.
Trust me.
She's the one sister who hasn't.
I know if I'm saying this now, I can pull her. I just need to be in the right arena.
Okay, well, let's put that to the test.
Well, listen.
Jason, we set that up.
Shout out to Courtney. We know you'll bounce back, and Eunice holla. Okay, what else is going on?
Okay, so now a popular YouTube channel has been canceled because a father fed his children ice cream filled with laxatives. He recorded the children. So he's 29 years old. So he's not that old. His channel has 5.6 million followers.
With 5.6 million subscribers?
That's a bag.
He was making money.
He just ended his life.
Damn.
Over ice cream and a laxative.
So he fed him the ice cream filled with Pedialax, and then 90 minutes later, you see the kids screaming, "My stomach hurts! Oh my goodness, my stomach is broken."
That ain't funny.
And then he films the two kids in separate bathrooms.
Okay,
as they
enough.
Sit on the
Let me tell you. Can I tell you guys a real story? This is a real laxative story. So back in the day, me and my friends used to just get together, smoke and drink all day long. That's all we did was go to school and then come home, smoke and drink.
Yeah.
So one of our friends worked at Jack in the Box. We didn't have no money, so what we used to do was after work we would go to Jack in the Box at the end of the shift and take whatever food they didn't have and go back home and eat because we had been smoking and drinking all day. So one day, me and my friend Miles get in this big fight right before I go to pick up the food, and he's like, "You always talking shit. You know what? You need to shut the fuck up." And I'm like, "Man, fuck you." I'm like, okay. So my brother-in-law Norman is like, "Yeah, I got an idea how we can get him back." I'm like, "What's up?" He was like, "Let's go get the food from Jack in the Box and put laxatives in it." Oh. So we go to the store, Long's Drugs. But I don't even know if that shit's around anymore.
I ain't heard that shit in a minute.
Went to Long's Drugs, got like two boxes of laxatives, a hammer, and then went in the parking lot and smashed them up and mixed it in like this little really nice chicken burger, whatever. And so we made sure to put his shit, an X on his shit. So when we went in, we gave it to him.
Yeah.
We went in the bathroom, took all the toilet paper out.
Oh, you fucking
And
asshole.
I remember we put on Biggie Smalls, One More Chance, and just playing all the Biggie. And we just sat there and he was tearing that food up and we was playing dominoes and we're dying. Like we're dying laughing. All of a sudden, you can hear like you can hear his stomach making noises. This nigga gets up and runs to the bathroom. We dying laughing because we know he's shitting and there ain't no toilet paper in there. So he's like, "Where's the toilet paper? I need some toilet paper." This nigga ended up wiping his ass with socks. But
Oh no!
yeah, we didn't tell him until like weeks later. That
I ain't mad at that. But these little poor kids though, man, the reason why their stomach was hurting so bad, they didn't have no food in their stomach probably.
Probably.
Like, who does that? I'm a mother, and I would never do a practical joke like that to my kid. Like, that's just crazy.
Was he white?
I don't know.
And I've played practical jokes on my kids before, but I mean, you're talking about like easy little jokes where I'll get a mask and go scare them, something like that. Or I hide behind the door when I hear them coming down the steps and I yell out, and they jump. But I'm not giving them a laxative and ice cream. Like, come on, what type of
It's already a
parent are
dairy.
you?
It's just cruelty.
But do you think he deserved to have his whole YouTube channel taken?
No.
Because I mean when you have 5.6 million subscribers, them coins is coming in real nice.
Yeah, because you got to be careful these days. People are sensitive. That's kind of like child cruelty.
That is.
That's like child abuse.
That is child abuse.
Right.
It's not like that. That is definitely
You
child
force
abuse.
that upon them just for the likes.
And a laugh.
For the clout.
Stupid.
That was
that was cruel. But
I'll take his
but the
followers.
question is, do you think he should have lost his?
I think he should have been like on probation for like a few months.
Yeah.
And they probably gave him more of a, censored of like, the guidelines of what he can't do anymore.
Well, they're saying here, the question is, have you ever pranked someone and it backfired on you?
Never.
Nah, not that
I used to.
No, because actually that prank I did with the black steers backfired on him.
On him.
Getting his
But
back
I get
fired.
it.
I mean, my mom won't be mad at me for telling this story, but like when we were young and she first got with my stepdad, like we hated him. And my mom used to have this it was a plastic door because she just had the room in the front, but it didn't have a door. So she bought one of those little sliding doors.
Yeah.
So one night they're having sex and me and my sister were pissed. Took my little brother, he's asleep. We each grabbed the arm and the leg and we went to my mom's door and we would just threw him in her door. And then we ran back to the room and she thought he was,
So how did it
sleepwalking.
backfire? What was
Well,
backfire?
the next time we threw a Timberland in the shower when they was having sex again. So then she came and she's like, I know what you guys are doing and we're in love and you can't stop me from, having sex with him.
Yeah.
And, I mean, they're still together till this day. So it backfired on me.
So I ran into Evan Ross the other night at Catch, and I do remember something I did, and I don't know if I did it intentionally as a prank, but I'll tell you, we were sitting on a rooftop, and we on a patio at this big house in the hills, and I had been drinking all day, he had been drinking all day. I'm trying to tell this story carefully.
Talk to the producers.
We were lit. And it was me, him, and Jill Marie Jones. And we're sitting out there talking, and Evan is like just super hyped up, and he's running around. Well, I had just walked out and shut the sliding glass door, and he ran into the house thinking the door was open.
no.
And Evan literally hit that window so hard, and we died laughing hysterically. It didn't backfire, but I just had to tell the story because she was funny as hell.
Well, he has a show coming out. You going to watch it?
No.
Oh.
I talked to the producers.
I mean, he hasn't been on my show. I love Evan. He's like a brother, but I'm not into supporting that. You ain't supporting me, I ain't supporting you. I don't give a fuck who you are. And I saw him at dinner the other night, and he was on the phone, and I walked in, and I dapped him. We used to be really close. Not nothing personal. It's just like, I'm busy working, you working, but I'm not going to stop and suck your dick because you're Evan Ross. Like, nigga, I'm working, you ain't supporting me. Good, congratulations. Keep on pushing.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll come on the show now.
Well, listen, there's
Did
another
you ever ask him to come on the show?
Yeah, I have.
You did? Okay.
And he talked about coming on the show, but
Okay.
like I told Quincy the other day, you ain't been on my show yet. You gonna come on? Because I'm all about showing love. Like, what I do requires a lot of discretion for people that I have personal relationships with. Because as you know, we get a lot of content on a lot of people. And there's times that they'll text me and say, should we put this out? Should we put this out? And I go, nah, don't do that. Or, yeah, let's put that out. Or let me call them and see what they say first. I stopped using extreme discretion a long time ago when I said the only way to really be successful with Hollywood Unlocked is to be loyal to Hollywood Unlocked. And that means I'm going to partner and play with my friends and we're going to build a supportive relationship, or you're going to be doing you and I'm going to be doing me. But when I do me, you can't be mad because I have a job to do. So I think with Evan, and the same thing I told Quincy, hey, congratulations on everything, but we got to get you in here because we want to have a supportive relationship. So they hopefully understand that.
Yeah.
I would think.
Quincy's a good guy. Evan's good. I've been knowing Evan for a long time as well.
Yeah, and Evan is an amazing guy. It's nothing personal.
Talk
It's
to the
just,
producers.
Yeah.
I do want to just see how him and Ashley interact, so I'm going to check it out.
Yeah, I mean, they were.
It's a reality show.
Yeah, it's their couple.
They love each other. I mean, and part of it is that he grew up too. So the fun we were having was we were all single.
Yeah.
And we were out here hanging out, and you grow up in this business, and he has a family now, so it's not personal. It's just that if you're my friend and you support me, then support me. But we can't have the both ways. You can't be mad when we do our job.
And I've never seen anything bad on him though, unless
Never.
I missed it. I haven't even.
No, he's a great guy.
Yeah.
Talk to the producers.
Damn.
No, Evan is not that guy. He don't say talk to this person, or we talk directly.
No, it's an inside joke me and him got.
Oh, okay.
That's funny.
All right, next story.
So the city council in West Hollywood has voted to remove Donald Trump's star from the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
I think that's a good damn call.
Yeah, they cited that they said it's not because he's a conservative or a Republican. Earning a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame is an honor. When one belittles and attacks minorities, immigrants, Muslims, and people with disabilities or women, the honor no longer exists.
Well, somebody set it on fire last week.
It's always on fire.
It's a fighting people.
Yeah.
The businesses, Forever 21 and American Eagle, were saying that they're messing up business in the area because of this star.
I mean, there was a guy that took a pickaxe and fucking drilled the shit out the ground. I mean, like, he beat that shit to death.
And George Lopez just peed on it. So, I mean,
allegedly.
Allegedly. Yeah, because you know he had something
Right.
up here. Yeah. But I'm just saying, to pull the prank off, because that was a prank that did not backfire on him.
Yeah.
He went to the Star, and, you know, he's Mexican. So he was like, take this, Trump. And
Side note, when is George Lopez coming on the show? Because he's told us a couple
George,
times.
and he's such a big fan of our brand. Like, I know
we need him and Samuel Jackson to.
Samuel.
when you get Samuel, tell me, because I will come and
Samuel-
sit in the seat.
Samuel and I be DMing each other talking about it. So I know he's been filming big movies. He's a big movie star. You know, getting the guy to do something is not that easy.
Samuel Jackson got an Instagram?
Samuel be on our.
and he'll curse us out.
He's cursed us out.
Cursed us out. He called us motherfuckers.
Love Samuel L. Jackson.
But yeah, so speaking of Trump, we got this email from an attorney yesterday. So let me say this really carefully. There was a story that came up a while ago. Some pastor whose church allegedly rioted in response to being asked to pay $1,000 tithes because and the pastor, he drives a Rolls Royce, and they just felt like, and he's a Trump supporter, black pastor. So the church rioted or whatever. So we caught this legal notice from his attorney that we were somehow defaming his character. So let me just say this.
Okay.
A riot broke out in a church, allegedly in response to being asked for a $1,000 tithe from a pastor who drives a Rolls Royce and is a known pro-Trump supporter. So I don't go to church that often, but do you think a church should ask its congregation for a $1,000 tithe or a $1,000 donation?
It depends what it's for. If it's going
We all know the building fund ain't gonna be no
All right,
new
well,
building.
absolutely not. I don't condone
And
that.
it doesn't make me feel. On Sunday, I actually went to a baptism. My friend is a Baptist church out here, and I just felt uncomfortable. I felt judged. Once he started asking for the money, he's kind of like looking everybody in the eye, and he's like, and if you got the digital, there's the app called Giveify, and you just go. And I'm just like, and he didn't even give us a word. So
But the question is, do you think that you should be asked to pay a certain dollar amount?
No, I give what I can and what I feel compelled to give.
It was allegedly $1,000 like minimum. Like that's.
Hold on. I'm gonna get to the answer. We try to get to the answer. Now, fuck what he did. That nigga ain't shit. That nigga should have donated that Rolls Royce. First of all, my pastor can't roll up and ask me for shit if he got a Rolls Royce. Because if I'm coming as I am, I came broke.
Here's the thing with this kind of stuff, right? So if you are giving a good word, and if God, you know it's your journey, it's your mission to be that person, to give a word. And if you are delivering a message and people are being touched and you see your congregation thriving, then by all means support your pastor, because I'm sorry, I don't want to follow a broke man. You know, I just don't want to. I want to see that you are living abundantly, because that gives me some type of hope. So, the pastor, if you pulling up in a Rolls Royce, I do expect at least maybe 20 of your congregation members to also be pulling up in a Rolls Royce or something. Just show me that the congregation is also thriving. Now, if you are thriving and your congregation is not thriving, then I do have an issue with that.
But Jesus wasn't pulling up in chariots with gold rims.
Yeah, but back then, you know,
I mean, Jesus
we don't
didn't
know.
have
We don't have no pictures.
Jesus didn't have a chariot with gold rims. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't hopping out like, you know.
That's hilarious.
I don't know.
That was probably your best one ever.
Well, I am a comic now. Apparently, I'm on wild.
But no, I agree with you.
But he
about
maybe
that.
didn't want the chariot with gold rims. You know, sometimes, you know, he might have been a little bit more low key.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
But I agree with what you're saying.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't want to, you know, like Jason, right now you got it popping. You're doing your thing. You know, when it started
Thank
off
you.
with low key messy, wasn't nobody checking
Wait,
for
we
it.
don't remember that.
Oh, okay, never mind. But I'm just showing your growth. Okay?
There you go.
We all come from somewhere.
Because you know I've been riding with you since the beginning.
time.
A long time.
But you know what's crazy though? Low key messy. The people that really know me, that know that era,
love
like
you
you've been
and
around
know
for a
you.
long time.
Yes.
You know, when I launched Low Key Messy, it was messy, but I was thinking of it being more funny. It was all wrong. But you know, I'm a testament that when you start out doing what you're doing, you may do it wrong once or twice or three times.
Yeah.
You know, but them Low Key Messy days.
And look at you now. Yeah. And just look at how many people now are jumping on your dick, following you now, you know, and it's because you've elevated yourself and you've gone to the next level. So I think in any industry, that's what you have to do. So it's not a bad thing to have a Rolls Royce. Like,
So you're a comic. What do you think about my Wild 'N Out stuff, and what can I do to improve? Because I really do want to get better. I feel like the season that's airing now is okay. It's good.
Yeah.
The next season, I don't feel I did as good, but next season I want to be better. Because I probably have maybe 1-2 more seasons left, maybe.
honestly, I have not seen it.
Okay.
I haven't been able to watch Wild 'N Out. I just don't really get to watch that much TV. But, just be you. But be, quick. Like, I'd have to see it to really
I'll
give
show you some clips that break. Yeah, the timing's been good. I think it's just like setting up those moments. This season has been more about moments, moments where people go, wow, or whatever. So it's been cool.
Timing and delivery.
But, you talked about earlier about the tour. So when you do stand-up, and you do stand-up.
I incorporate a little bit when I'm hosting.
So you just do more hosting?
More hosting, I'm saying, yeah.
Are you terrified when you're up there? Because I don't. Nick said you should go try stand-up, but I really feel like, what would I do other than maybe like how Kathy Griffin gets up and just talks shit?
Yeah.
Well, your brand is already associated with Hollywood and, you being the voice and the pulse. So a lot of your jokes, people would want to come and see you talk. Kind of like how Jess...
Jess Hilarious.
Yeah, how Jess Hilarious is when she's talking and giving Jess the mess. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So people want to hear her give the mess from her point of view out now on a stand-up platform.
With punchlines, though. You have to have punchlines.
Yeah, you have to have punchlines. You got to actually set it up. You got to set your premises up very clear and then hit those punchlines. So I don't necessarily know if stand-up would be your lane.
Yeah. I feel like hosting would be my lane. Maybe be funny in that, drop some tea and some mess in it. But like to go do a full set, I don't see that. That's
me and
just
Torrei
not me.
hosted an event together, and we killed that shit.
Yeah.
We was going off each other, roasting niggas.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm going to be hosting an event coming up soon for the next governor of California, Gavin Newsom. It's for an LGBT fundraiser, and I'm going to crack some jokes.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got to know your crowd, too.
Well,
he knows the crowd.
Well, I know the crowd, but it's probably going to be inappropriate. It's gay.
I have. If you really want to sit down, we can sit down.
I do. I want to get better. I do want to
Okay.
be. I mean, I'm funny like this, but like I'm not. When I get on that stage, I mean, I'm not afraid of the stage, but I just, there is a lot of pressure that goes into thinking, like overthinking a joke or overthinking it.
No. And I just hosted a big gala for Wendy Williams at the Hammerstein Ballroom.
Oh, were you there when she talked about her new foundation or her foundation?
Yeah, I was the host of the whole event.
Nice.
Yeah. So and she handpicked me herself.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so I did that, and here's the funny thing that happened. Carrie Hilson performed, and so there was a mouth.
Wait, that was the funny thing?
Well, no.
I was thinking that too.
No. Before she performed, there was a malfunction.
Okay.
And so the sound system, it was a malfunction, but it turned out to be the best thing for me because I had to go out there, and as a host, and if you're doing stand-up, there's going to be times where you can't stick to the script. So you got to be prepared. So I had to go out there and just wing it and just start telling jokes to, and there's in the audience, there's big people with money. There's white people with big donors. Then you had Mona Scott Young. Then you had the Love and Hip Hop people. You had Remy Ma over here. Then you had Andre Leon Talley over here. So I had to just jump in there and start telling jokes to everybody.
But are you telling jokes you already had written, or were you
Improv?
No, I was just improvising.
Yeah.
And they were like, Torrei, we need you right now. She can't perform, Torrei. You got to get out there. You got to get the crowd. So I instantly.
And you didn't feel pressure?
Of course. But it was the best thing that ever happened for me because, of course, doing that, it was a charity event. They did have a script, and I would insert little jokes in there. So I had to completely go off script, and I had the best time when I went off script because I was messing with Remy and Papoose. I hit up the Jews I saw. I was like, y'all looking for a sister? Listen, J-Date, all of Christian Mingle. I asked Remy, how did she get this man to stick around for 10 years? Okay, I was like, because my nigga left. She said, she choked him. I said, well, I did that, but he ain't stay. I said, so you got a good one right here. You got to keep him, give him that baby. So I did that. Mona Scott Young was back there. I had to get on her, about.
What'd you say to Mona?
I said, well, Mona, there's no cameras in here tonight, so we know there will be no fights, right? And she was a little upset, but people were dying. I was like, I'm sorry, but it's the truth. We know your brand fights, Mona. It's okay. You're a millionaire off of it. Live with it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So it's just being raw and being honest and just don't worry about what comes out. You know, don't drink.
But when so my first episode, which is what you're thinking, my first episode of Wildin' Out this season, I said, well, last season I killed it, and it was in part because I drank Hennessy every day.
Oh,
so I'm gonna drink, but there was a 4-hour delay, so I drank over the course of 4 hours. By the time I got on stage, I was so fucking drunk that I forgot where I was at. Then tried to retreat by jumping on a box that was hollow and fell in the box. That was the first episode. That kind of set the tenor for like the rest of the season.
Oh, yeah.
It was all bad. My confidence level was shot because it was like, I'm in a box.
Yeah. And you really don't need it. Like, okay, if you have one little drink to like calm your nerves, cool. But you definitely don't want to be to the point where you jumping in hollow boxes.
Well, I get up to Wild Style and I take the mic.
Yeah.
And I don't got nothing to say.
Oh, this was all the one episode?
The first episode.
They was like,
because I have
why
forgot.
the fuck hard this nigga?
I think I forgot the game we were playing.
Oh.
It was so I was like this, and Nick's looking at me like, nigga, you better get something out. And I go, fuck it here. And I just ran and jumped on the box and fell in the hole.
I know Nick was like, what the fuck was out there?
You think they're going to edit that out?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. There was definitely a meeting.
You guys, well, and you naturally, you just have it.
Yeah.
So you don't need all the extra.
But I do want to like perfect the jokes and the hosting and stuff like that.
That comes with repetition, and you have to constantly stay on stage. So it's repetition.
So Beyonce's making headlines. First, let me just say that I don't like one of the Vogue covers that she did. I don't like the. I'm not a big fan of the big flower head hat thing. That's not the way I want to see my queen.
Elizabeth.
She has another cover that is more subtle. She's in the backyard, standing in front of hanging clothes. Girl, you not hanging no clothes in the backyard. But
You never know
it's a
she
great
might
create.
come on laundry.
Beyonce's not washing clothes.
You don't know that.
For a photo shoot, she is.
She might do her own
Oprah
laundry.
Winfrey just posted a video the other day. She said that she was doing questions from fans. When was the last time I went grocery shopping? 19. Over 20 years ago?
Oh my God.
I did see that
These
shit.
motherfuckers ain't out washing clothes and shit.
Beyonce was at Target though.
She
now
was.
they did have her rolling through Target.
Let's get into
Let's
it.
get-
Target paid her.
You know damn well Target dropped that bag. Bitch, you and Blue Ivy are coming and going shopping. What? We got to stop by Target?
I love Target.
I love Target.
Target.
It was probably like a fun day for them. Like, let's go to Target. When's the last time we
And
did
Blue
that?
Ivy had the shades on. She was like, bitch, what are we doing here? We don't do this.
Do these things.
Because you know there was that picture that came out of Blue Ivy when they was feeding the homeless. And she was looking at the food like, we don't eat that. What the fuck is this?
That little girl
Just
talks
that.
with her face for
Blue
sure.
Ivy's going to be the truth.
She's
But anyway,
such a Capricorn.
Beyonce's in the headlines
Okay,
for other
so
reasons.
Beyonce, her latest Vogue cover, she's talking about her weight. And everyone was speculating that she's pregnant. And she says it's her fupa after having twins a year ago.
And FUPA stands for what?
So fat upper pussy.
Fat upper pussy area.
Okay.
Thank you.
Fat pussy.
Anyways, Beyonce says, my little fupa and I are meant to be.
Thank you. This is what we need.
girl, hey.
This is what women in this new generation of today need to hear this.
Right.
They need to see women like Beyonce and Rihanna
Yeah.
embracing they shit. Rihanna said, if you want to have a butt, you got to have a gut.
Right.
And now she said, me and my fupa are meant to be. Now watch how many girls just start just letting their shit just be.
And then both them bitches gonna snap back, go right back
that's
to the
gonna
gym
be
and have us looking all jiggly puff and shit.
Yeah.
Not the
So
Pokemon.
when we did go to the Kardashian house, Cardi B, who is beautiful by the way, had on an oversized Balenciaga top, in part because I don't think she's completely comfortable with where her body is right now. She just had a baby.
Yeah.
Why is there a lot of pressure when you're in the public eye and having kids and all that? Like, because what is that feeling like?
Well, I would have to say that a lot of people are very judgmental. And so, they expect the girls nowadays have done this whole 6 days later snap back.
Snapback challenge.
Snap back, here I am. That's the problem right there. Sit down, snap back with your kid. Go feed your kid. Why are you somewhere on Instagram talking about snapback? So I can appreciate Cardi not on here talking about snapback. So that's part of the problem.
And Kris Jenner, you know what she said to her?
What?
Relax. Give yourself time.
You don't have to snap back.
Chris is a pops.
Yes, and that's the problem. Like, it's like they think it's better to snap back instead of taking care of you. Breastfeed. Enjoy the process. It took you 9 months to build this stomach. Give yourself 9 months to lose it. And forget what everybody else is saying, because people always going to have something to say. It's a hater. You could literally fly. and it'll be somebody like, oh, that bitch can fly.
Well, I mean, Gio and I have fupas too. We're fat upper.
I think it only applies to women. Only applies to women.
Gio because Gio, you was
No, I'm solid.
Gio got fupa.
No, I don't have a fupa.
What's it called for a guy? It's called fuda.
It's called fupa.
A fuda.
No, fuda.
What's a fuda?
Fat upper dick.
Penis area. Fupa. So it can apply.
Yeah.
All right, but anyway, yeah. So I just, I'm gonna be negative here. I want Beyonce to lose that. She's not normal. She's not a human being. That is a fucking robot.
And that's why she's going through what she's going
suck it out. Go come to 90210.
Normal women don't have flat stomachs like that, though.
Yeah.
Say it again.
Normal women don't have a straight flat stomach.
Beyonce's not normal though. That's what
she's not.
Yeah, Beyonce's not normal.
She's not.
Yeah, she's a superhuman.
I will say when I went to Coachella, did you go to Coachella this year?
I did.
You went second week. I remember looking at Beyonce and I looked at my friend Lee and I go, oh, she looks normal.
Yeah.
She's like becoming a human. I don't want that.
She's just amazing.
She didn't even start the concert the way she typically does, because typically there's a big reveal. She was already out on the stage. I'm like, what the fuck is she doing? But it was the best performance I've probably ever seen. But I mean, like, I don't want Beyonce. I was like, I could see she's aging. Yeah. I don't want to see that.
Oh, Jason, come on, stop.
No.
You can see she's aging. I think she looked the same.
Well, no, she was like sitting down more. Like Beyonce used to dance the whole time.
She tired.
Right. She got 3 kids.
Beyonce don't get tired. That's the point.
Listen, Bill Gates.
Okay.
Huh?
You get tired.
Oh, I'm tired right now.
Listen.
But I'm not Beyonce, is what I'm saying.
Kevin Gates, I mean.
Right, yeah. I don't get tired of you go to jail, okay?
You know what's so funny? When people saw the video of me in the bathroom with them, they said, you're the only regular person in there. I said, who the fuck said I was regular?
They said that?
I said that shit.
Did you say that?
I said it to you.
What the fuck made you think I was regular?
No, but listen, let me go in depth with that.
No, not death. Death is when people die.
I said deaf. So
deaf.
Deaf. I don't know what to say. I said basically
deaf is your girlfriend.
No, you think I got a deaf girlfriend? I don't.
He got a deaf stripper.
What I mean was, I didn't mean like you were the only you were normal. What I mean was, okay, like it solidified you on another level.
Why?
Nigga, everybody just don't see. You ain't nobody no motherfucking Kanye West and Kim Kardashian's bathroom.
I posted that shit. I said, look at my boss.
Nobody.
Right, but here's the thing. This is where I feel like, because we live in Hollywood, or maybe the world we live in now, where things. I talk to Kanye the same way I'm gonna talk to her. I talk to Kanye.
Well, they're normal people too.
But I talk to Floyd Mayweather the way I talk to her.
Right.
I don't understand that you made it, because I tell you, I got so many you made it texts, and I was like kind of offended, because I'm almost like I see how I've known Kris Jenner for almost 10 years. Yeah. I don't see it as we don't made it, because I was because some relationships need to be private. Some relationships need to be protected. You can't. I never wanted, when I did Love and Hip Hop, for people to be like, oh, he's a gay man. I wanted them to go, he's a boss. He's a CEO. Oh, he got Hollywood a lot. Oh, he knows it. And as you start to see me step out more, you start to see who I'm associated with more. But I felt like I got a lot of people saying like, oh, you're the only regular person in the room. And I didn't get that.
I didn't mean it in that sense. What I meant was like, fuck, like, I was just filming Hollywood Unlocked with this fool. Now he in fucking Kim Kardashian's bathroom.
Yeah, I think it's more of like your brand, and the fact that you're in the room with them, it really just made everyone say, oh shit.
Yeah, like niggas really fucking with Jason out
here.
here.
Don't sleep.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It solidified you at another level.
But here's the deal. She just said she hosted an event in front of Leon Talley.
Andre Leon, who said I was magical, by the way.
Who's for people that don't know, is iconic in fashion.
Yes. Yeah.
And in a room with powerful, she didn't say names, but Jews with money. That we know who runs the world and who owns everything.
Mm-hmm.
Girls.
But I mean, like, I don't.
Oh, right.
I don't see it. Like, for example, me and Torrei, we worked out together. Now, that one over there, she was jumping rope nonstop and really killing it. But we don't have to post everything we're doing to show our relationship.
I get what you're saying.
I don't know. I just feel like I don't ever want to be validated in life because of an
celebrity,
because of somebody else.
Yeah.
You know? But I tell you, when me and Rihanna hang out and it's coming, you're going to get like 6
with her
Instagram
yesterday.
posts of that motherfucker. And you can say what you want, but she
But you know how this world is, association and and you do right now, your brand is huge. Everybody does want to be associated with Hollywood Unlocked. So you have something that you're bringing to the masses, and they see that. They see that you continuously are growing. So honestly, they need you more than you need them.
But this is where I said, I'm glad you said this is what I said to somebody. One, I am, and I think I may have told the team this, I'm very aware that my relationship with people is transactional.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I don't say I'm in the circle with this person because they love me. I know it's a mutual transactional thing. I'm going to give a little to you. You're going to give a little to me. You're going to look out for me. You're going to look out for me. So I know what it is. That's number one. And number two, I don't understand. I've always said to people, like, my career can never change my character because whether I have 1 million followers or 10 million followers or 20 million followers, I know that what's real is if we can sit down when I'm having a bad day and say, Torrei, I need to talk. I just need 5 minutes. I need to vent. That's real to me. This other shit is just whatever it is. But it was good to see the reactions from people. But I just kind of laugh because I feel like that's not what defined me. And if that's big to you, just wait a couple more months.
That's why you in the room and they not.
That's right. Because I was definitely looking at that video 10 times trying to figure out if it was you.
And Gio also told me I look real cute this week, too.
Oh.
Gio, I love a man that's straight and can give another man a compliment.
I'm going to fucking kill you.
Right.
Now, let me clean this up. On the former episode, Jason felt like he wasn't looking the way he wanted to look on Wild 'N Out.
Okay.
I watched a few episodes, and as a good friend, I texted him, I said, if you use what I'm about to tell you against me on the show, I will fucking kill you and never give you a compliment again. And I said, I just want to let you know, you look handsome. You don't look as big as whatever you thought.
Yeah.
Good job. Once again, pause. If you use this against me, I'll kill you.
Well, I'm not using it against you. I'm just telling the world that you think I'm cute.
Oh, God. Anyway, moving on.
That was nice, Gio.
Thank you for that.
That was very sweet.
Only a real man can do that.
But back to Torrei exercising. You really are athletic.
You are.
I was in the Army.
You
Were you
are.
really?
Yeah, I am in military. I serve the country. Yes.
Wait, so you're a vet?
I'm a vet.
You
yeah.
got the card to get the discounts?
Well, I'm not active anymore, so no. But I can use, the GI, I haven't had to use it yet because I've been blessed enough to not have to use it. But there are certain benefits that if I ever do fall on hard times, I can definitely use.
Damn, I never knew you was in the Army.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
76J, actually.
Oh, that's your ID number?
No, that was my MOS, my job.
I don't even know what she just said, but it sounds sexy.
So it's I'm drawing it, but it's medical supply pretty much.
You was
So
in
they
the medical part.
Yeah. So they gave me a big, huge bonus, and I went in. I got my super huge bonus. I served the country. I did my AIT, which was at Fort Sam Houston, and I did my basic training at Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri.
Listen.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right?
Like, you do a full man push-up?
I can do push-ups. I box. Me and Jason, we were doing the boxing.
Listen, she was jumping rope and running and this and that. She was getting it. And she was holding her own. So that was good.
That's what's up. I love seeing women work out.
Yeah.
Like, it just motivates
Me too, but it's oversaturated on my Instagram story now.
What about you? We gonna see some workout videos of you?
Hey, let me tell y'all one thing, Jack. I'm in good shape. I'm solid. I can lose weight like that.
Gio,
You've
had
been saying that for a year. Then just lose it then and show me so you
I'm
can
thick
motivate
right
me.
When you get older, it's harder to lose weight.
I can lose like that.
I will admit it has been harder for me to lose weight. Yes.
It is harder, but why is it hard? Is it just
Metabolism.
that there's so much? No, is it just because what I found is that you really have to have the mind, the willpower to do it. Because we all have a lot going on. I mean, yeah, we're all busy. One of my weaknesses, I was last week, I had hiking every morning, working out every evening, had my meal plan, drinking the water, got a bunch of this from Amazon in my house right now.
Me too.
And is that where you order it from?
Because I don't want to pick them big
I
boxes
ain't
up.
carrying that
Deliver
shit
it
to my
straight to my
house.
door.
So you gonna wait to drink?
There's LA money,
Pre-order.
people with money shit. I'll order my water from Amazon.
Right?
My friend Des was like, did you really order Amazon? You're not here to judge me. You're here to notify me when the packages arrive.
Yes.
All right, but no, I think the thing is that I was good, and then I went to Miami.
That's the bad part.
And I'm here and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. Then I go to Delaware, then I'm in New York, and then I come back. It's got to start over again because I don't know how to be good while I'm traveling.
Balance. You just have to figure out a healthy balance because you definitely don't want to just go full blown into something because you're going to slip anyway. So I think it's the balance. Like over the weekend, I did, hang out. I was drinking and, whatever. So now this week, I got to like be strictly clean. Like I told my cousin, I was like, this week, nigga, we are drinking water. We eating right. That's that.
Yeah.
But Jason, man, I'll give you credit again, right? You was a lot bigger than this, bro. You look great.
Yeah.
Keep that mindset.
Well, listen, I got a couple meetings coming up. We're going to figure this shit out. But anyway, Ludacris is in the news for good things. So
yes,
what's
it was
Luda
such
doing?
a good story when I saw it. I had to write about it. This lady was going through a hard time, and a friend of hers looked out and gave her a gift card to Whole Foods. So she goes to Whole Foods to buy groceries, but she didn't have enough. It was $375 over. She didn't have enough. So, she was about to be let down. And then Ludacris, she didn't even know it was Ludacris.
Yeah.
An angel, she described him. An angel came and blessed her and paid for the whole bill. And she was like, "What's your name?" And he's like, "Chris." And then when he leaves, the store clerk told her, like, "Girl, that's Ludacris, the rapper."
Wow.
And so she wrote this big, amazing testimonial. But like Ludacris, he didn't want to release a statement or anything. He just like did it out of the kindness of his heart. And
Luda.
those are stories we don't hear enough of.
Yeah.
He was on Wildin' Out this season. He was actually pretty
was?
cool. I wasn't on that episode, but he was actually pretty cool.
That was very nice of you,
Yeah,
Luda.
I used to have such a big crush on him as a teenager.
Well, there's a woman that's in the news. I don't know if you saw this story, but she was at a restaurant eating and she saw a man that looked like Keith Urban. So she paid his bill. And when she went over to tell him that she paid it, she was like, "You look just like Keith Urban. What's your name?" And he was like, "Keith." And she was like, "Stop playing, whatever." And he was like, "No, I'm Keith." And then so the guy was Keith Urban.
Okay.
And he was sitting with a woman. And she goes, "Then who the hell is this? Because this ain't. Where's Nicole?" And he was like, "This is my sister." And it was fun, but it was a real story. So they took a picture. She posted. But hey, there's nothing bad about doing a good deed. I will put this out here. Cody, who we've had on the show, we interviewed a homeless guy named Barry. This Uber driver that I met had basically partnered with this guy to help him. Barry is now in an apartment.
Yay, Barry!
And so Cody happened to come over the other day to talk about Barry getting the apartment, and he was stressing because he couldn't pay his rent. And, because he was so focused on getting Barry an apartment, he couldn't pay his rent. So I called the owner of Fashion Nova and got him $1,000 to pay his rent. So now he's going to go feed the homeless on behalf of Fashion Nova.
See, and you didn't even put that on Instagram that you did that.
Don't need to, because I ain't clout chasing hoes.
Right, okay.
Listen, that would have been nice to put on your Instagram.
Well.
But I'm happy for you, Barry. Congrats, man.
Yeah.
Just the other day, I was coming here to film, man. It was hot as shit outside. I saw it was hot. And I just seen these three, I don't know why homeless people, when they take off your layers. Like, I don't know why you still got on a hoodie and a coat. It's hot as shit.
They stay cooler that way.
Something in my spirit said, go get them some water.
Oh.
So instead of going to get some little bottles, I went and bought them all like gallons of water. And I said, "Yo, here, man, because y'all about to have a heat stroke out here."
Yeah.
Kindness doesn't cost a thing.
That sounds.
doesn't.
Everybody, Torrei, what'd you do? Everybody's sharing a.
I've done so much, honey. I can't even tell you the countless, family members.
How many people owe you money?
Some people owe me like 20 grand.
Shit, like
yeah.
you gave somebody 20 grand at one time?
I help them with, and I but if I give somebody something, I don't expect it back because I know it's not going to come back. But do I still do stuff like that? No, because I've been burnt.
Damn, I was about to ask you about
Yeah.
10.
You was about to.
Well, no, let me say this. So Cody was very adamant about paying me back. I was like, "Nah, I'm doing this out the kindness of my heart,
Yeah.
But I will say, if I put people together and something come out of that, I do expect you to remember me. I have been burned so much that there are times where I know where to help and when not to help now.
Jason, do you know how many people I've connected in this town who are now millionaires and they conveniently forget who is the connector?
Yeah.
Get them.
I can't tell you. So I know God, has super huge plans for me. He's already showing me from things that are going on right now in my life. But it just baffles me because I'm not that type of person. I always pay homage and give respect and help out when I can.
You have with me as well.
Yeah. So,
That's good.
but yeah.
It's good that you touched on. I was just thinking that the other day. Like, it seems like out here, the people who work hard and have a good heart, they finish last.
That's why my favorite Bible quote is, "He that is last will become first.
Shall be first.
And first will become last." Hallelujah, Matthew 20.
There you have it.
Okay, well, listen, that was great. Shout out to Ludacris and everybody out there doing good things, but we are out of here. Peace.
Peace.